Vapes. Electronic devices that let you inhale nicotine in a vapor. After first appearing in the UK in 2005, vapes are slowly taking over shops and have slowly become a global epidemic. I've researched everything there is to know about them with the goal to find out if people actually know how good or how bad vapes are for them. I also interviewed a range of people to find out what others think of vaping and how much they actually encounter vapes in their day-to-day life. According to a study conducted by the UK Office for National Statistics in 2020, 7.1% of adults reported using some type of e-cigarette or vaping product. This equates to around 3.6 million people. Unfortunately, among young people, vaping is pretty common, with around 15% of 11 to 18-year-olds reporting that they have tried vaping at least once. So why does vaping attract young people? I think by just looking at them, we can get a pretty good idea of why. If you didn't know, e-cigarettes were actually first brought out to replace normal cigarettes. Over the last few years, e-cigarettes have become bigger, smaller, with way more flavours and way more colours, and differ so much from regular cigarettes. Unfortunately, this means that it is not uncommon to see people who are underage vaping. And each year, the age range seems to be getting lower. I interviewed young people and middle-aged people to find out just how different their opinions are.
I'm Evan.
My name is Steve.
I'm Fiona. No, I have not vaped.
I've been vaping for like a year and a half.
I've been vaping for 3 years.
Do you know what's in your vapes? Do you know what is in vapes? Do you know what's in vapes?
No, I don't think I do.
Artificial flavouring, nicotine,
And nicotine mixed with oils.
and other than that, I'm not too familiar with the chemical makeup.
The flavour, the battery, some wires. That's all I know.
Have you ever seen anyone that is visibly underage vaping?
Have you looked at any of the local high schools?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen many teenagers vaping.
Kids going to school in the uniforms and you see them vaping, don't you?
And of course you see everyone vaping if you just walk around anywhere at this point.
How often do you see them?
Every day.
Do you think vapes are targeted towards children and teenagers?
They're definitely targeted towards the younger demographic with the fruity flavours, especially with the one-use ones. They're bright, they're flashy, they're marketed on a lot of not children's apps, but apps young adults and teenagers use primarily, like TikTok, you see it on YouTube, sites like that, like Instagram, Snapchat. That is where they're being marketed, and that is very much targeting a younger demographic.
I don't think that vapes are targeted toward teenagers and children.
No, they wasn't. But since teenagers have made them a trend, then I think they have changed by calling them, cool names and pretty colours and everything else.
It literally says on packaging that is for over 18s. And there's nothing on it which would suggest that it should be for under 18s.
Do you think the no under 18 signs stop under 18s?
No, but it should.
So do you think vaping is a trend or is here to stay?
With youngsters, yes, it's a trend.
I think vaping is probably here to stay. I wouldn't say it's going to go anyway in the next few years.
It's definitely staying around just because it is something that's making money and it is now an addiction source.
It is a trend at the moment, but it will be here to stay and it will remain as a trend.
There are trends within it, but they are here to stay, which is...
After interviewing people, I realised that your opinions change from person to person, and no matter what generation you're in or how old you may be, your opinion on e-cigarettes depends on many different factors. I don't believe that e-cigarettes are being used for what they're invented to do, and that depending on who you ask, everyone has a different reason for why they start vaping. After researching and interviewing people, I just don't see an end to e-cigarettes. No matter how popular or unpopular they are, it's clear to see that they aren't going anywhere quite yet.